Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your Shisha Scrapper. So I am back with another fall layout, this time using a fall collection from Hip Kit Club. They had a sale and I kind of went crazy. I think it was over the summer or spring maybe, and just ordered a bunch of their collections and just love this fallish collection that they have. So again, trying to get lots of photos on one page. This one here, I didn't really have an idea of what I wanted to do going into it, which is not like me. I usually have a pretty good layout idea in mind. So this was a little bit different, a little bit of a challenge for me. I obviously had the collection picked out in the photos, but from there, I just kind of had to think fast, I guess. So I did decide I was going to make a grid layout kind of for page 2 with my photos at least. And then I actually got I think they have a pocket page collection that you can get. And I actually ordered that because there were extra embellishments there. Plus you got different size pocket cards. 2 of which being those 2 on the right hand side, the one that says autumn, that is a journaling card, and I just decided to kind of layer that striped paper behind it, and just kind of use both of those up because I don't do actual pocket scrapbooking. So I decided to take this kind of yellowish paper. I think the leaves are a little pink. I decided to rip that and use that as kind of the top and bottom for my layouts. You can see that I did rip it all the way across and try to kind of make it uniform with the width of it. I believe I used French vanilla from Close to My Heart cardstock. It just matched really well. There was this plaid paper and it wasn't bright white, and the French vanilla was very close, so I decided to use that. I am going to double back this one photo here with that plaid. I kind of wanted that one to stick out a little bit more than the other ones, and so I did double back that. Again, I am just kind of all over with this layout because, like I said, I didn't have a distinct plan with it. So I'm kind of skipping back and forth. I'm sorry if that's a little confusing, but I've got the kind of base for page 2. I actually really love to back my photos, but for this layout, I did not back these photos. I obviously trimmed them down, but I still felt like took up the majority of the page, and I felt like backing them would, I don't know, just take up even more space, and I just didn't really want that for this layout. So I am going to place these pocket cards down, and the base of page 2 is done then. And obviously I will go back and embellish. I'm not just going to leave it as is, but with that base kind of done, I decided to go and kind of finalize the base for page 1 before I dug into embellishing, because when I did order this collection, I ordered a bunch of embellishments. I kind of went a little overboard, I think. I mentioned they kind of had that pocket scrapbooking collection, and I think they have like an embellishment collection and then the main kit, and I probably, with the sale that they had, probably ordered all of it. So you can kind of see here all the different bits and pieces that I have. A little overwhelming, if I'm going to be completely honest. And so I decided just to kind of go through the ephemera and pick out what I think I will want to use. I thought a tag would be great. And then there are these little kind of sayings that I loved as well. One thing I have noticed with my fall collections, I get the word fall and autumn on my collections in multiple places. I have a hard time kind of keeping that to a minimum. Um, but I do try my best not to get it on there too much because obviously you can tell it's fall. And yeah, I think sometimes too many phrases can get kind of busy on a layout. So I committed to the placement of my photos and then decided to kind of create and kind of spruce up this tag. So the tag, I love the color of that tag. And then there was that little phrase, piece of ephemera that says, "So very grateful." And I just loved that. I needed to fill in that space because I had already trimmed down that photo. And so I went into the other ephemera pack and it kind of had little sprigs and leaves and things. And so foliage, I guess, decided to kind of go with that and tuck some in under that little phrase. And I love the way that turned out. I should probably go back and add some twine. So I probably will go back and do that. I have not done that yet, but I think twine would just finish that tag off so nicely. I don't usually spruce up my tags like this, but I had a lot of fun doing that. And I know a lot of people do, and they'll kind of go ahead and kind of make their embellishments ahead of time, not even with a layout in mind. And I have kind of looked at those people and thought, oh my goodness, that is so cool. Like, I just don't know that I would be able to do it, but that definitely was something new for me and definitely enjoyable. I really liked, kind of making my own embellishment there. So on page 2, I decided I wanted a little cluster kind of in the middle there, and there was a perfect Hello Fall circle, which I thought just kind of brought all 4 photos together nicely, and wanted to spruce it up a little bit more, so I did tuck a couple of puffy leaves underneath of it. So I did pop that up on some foam tape. I just added that. Really, my embellishing on page 2 is quite simple because with so many photos, it is a little bit overwhelming maybe, and I didn't want it to be too busy. I did find these little mushrooms, which normally I would not add to a layout. I don't know why. Mushrooms are just not something I gravitate towards with embellishing, but I did like these ones and thought it would kind of be a nice kind of cluster, I guess, down at the bottom here. And so I was able to use up 3 of them, added another little phrase piece of ephemera that says "Life is so good," and then found an apple, and we were apple picking. And actually, no, we weren't. Oh my goodness, I didn't even look very well at my photos. Those are sunflowers. We did apple picking this day, but that is not what those photos are. Oh well, I might go back and change that embellishment now that I'm looking at it. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I did that. I like to kind of have like embellishments with my photos, so that's why I stuck the apple there. But I will probably go back and see if I can't find a sunflower. I think there were some sunflower stickers maybe in this collection, so maybe I'll go back and swap that out. Whoops. Oh, goodness. Oh, well. It is what it is. All right, so I think that page 2 is finished. I am going to add one more cluster to page 1. Again, I didn't want to over-embellish this just because I guess even though that pattern paper on the top and bottom has a small pattern, it is still very busy. And then adding so many photos on top of it, the layout, yeah, there's a lot going on, and I didn't want to add even more embellishments. So I did keep embellishing pretty simple. I decided to take quite a few of the leaf ephemera pieces and add that to the top left, and I loved this little scalloped piece that says Fall Splendor. Loved the colors of it and loved that it was scalloped, so I did add that. Kind of played around with different embellishments, but that is going to finish off this layout. I am not sure if this collection is available anymore at Hip Kit Club because it was such a great sale price. They're probably all gone at this point, but I will look, and if it is available, I will link it down below. Regardless, I'll put Hip Kit Club's link down below for you guys so you can check them out. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.